to use the tax calculator. Part 1.
The tax calculator. So first and foremost, you go to the website fiscalreforms.ng. When you get there, this particular site is just for personal tax. You get, it's not for the company income tax, it's for the personal income tax, not for your businesses, it's for your own personal tax. So you scroll down, so we have here basic information. So the first information you need to put is your gross annual income. So your gross annual income in this extent is the profits you have made throughout the year. So let's take for example, someone that gets 100,000 naira a month as salary. So annually it will be 1.2 million naira. Then the next section is additional deduction. So here, this particular section is for deductibles. Whether you have NHF contribution, NHF is National Housing Funds, then NHIS is for the health, then pension contribution, interest on loan, life insurance, and annual rent. So I'm sure many people don't have life insurance and interest on loan yet. So let's use the common one. The common one mostly is for somebody that has NHF. Let's say your NHF in a year is 100,000. So probably you are paying somewhat around probably 9,000 a month or something. Then your NHIS is also 100,000 in a year. Then pension contribution, let's make that like 120 in a year. So probably you're paying 10,000 naira. Then loan, let's leave loan and life insurance. Then your rent is now 500,000 naira. So you have put in the basic information. Let's go through it again. From the first place, basic information, your gross annual income. We are talking about somebody that's earning 100k a month, basically. So it sum up to like 1.2 million naira a year. So that's the 1.2. Then NHF contribution, 100,000 naira a year. NHIS, another 100,000. Pension contribution, 120. Then your rent is 500,000 naira. So all these additional deduction are deductibles, are what the tax law allow you to deduct from what you are supposed to pay from tax. Now, after filling in all this information, you just press calculate pay tax comparison. So the moment you press it, it will bring out the results. So it's bringing out the income breakdown, meaning that your gross annual income 1.2, NHF 100,000. Why this place is in red, basically, it is because they are deductibles. That's why they put them in red. So they are deducting the 100,000 naira for NHF, 100,000 naira for NHIS, pension 120, then your rent relief. You know, we put in 500,000 naira as rent. So this rent relief is basically a percentage of the 500,000 naira, meaning 20% of the 500,000 naira. You get? That's where they got the 100,000 naira from. Now, your taxable income now, after deducting all this in red, 100,000 plus 100,000, that's 200, plus 120, that's 320, plus another 100,000, that's 420. Then now subtract that from the 1.2 you're supposed to be earning annually. That's where we get the taxable income, which is now 780,000. Now, your taxable income is 780,000. Under the law, for someone earning below 800,000, you can't be taxed on that particular income. That's where we come here. Taxable income, you see, 780,000. Tax due on 780,000 is zero because it's on the first scale, which is 100,000, and it is at 0%. I hope you are getting me. So when we come down here in total, the taxable income is 780,000. Then the tax due on that is zero. So for somebody even earning 1.2 annually with all this deductible, will not be even paying tax.